And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm not with Kyle. Kyle's not doing anything. Kyle, I don't care how you're doing. I'm joking, Kyle. How are we?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
good.
Good. Kyle is good. Kyle is always good. Kyle almost burnt his house down today. Yes. Kyle, fun.
Yeah.
But, do you know what is fun? Cillian Murphy's doing interviews at the moment, and he's been asked, would you play Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four? And he said, which I'm pretty sure he'd say to any part, is show me a good script, and I'll do it. Uh, so what? I'll just ask you this: what do you think the chances of Cillian Murphy playing Doctor Doom?
Listen, Doctor Doom is he's going to be a very special character for a lot of people, and he's going to be a big character in the MCU. They need to lock someone in. I'm not saying they need to do it quick or anything like that, but they need to lock someone in. They need to know that they're going to be a big part of this universe, and this movie franchise. Obviously, Cillian Murphy easily could see him as that after Oppenheimer easily.
I just don't think he
Um,
could commit to the
yeah, which is
universe.
which is the issue. Maybe he's like maybe we don't know what the fuck they're doing with the MCU and the multiverse stuff. So maybe he's like a variant of him that we get for one movie, and then the next variant we get is Doom still, but he's a different actor. You know, maybe they could do it with that. So it's just I'm all for it for Cillian Murphy being Doom. There's a lot of people that I'd love to see as Doom. So it's just finding the one that can commit.
Yeah. Well, once I read this, I thought, oh, that's good casting. I like this. I don't think he'd be into it, and I'll always love watching people who enjoy playing the roles do it. But there is one thing that I saw when I saw this. And tell me if I'm wrong here. I think this man could do a good Reed Richards. I really think he could.
He looks the part. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Just with the hair.
yeah, and he can
He's
act.
got like
He can act his ass off. There's no
he
denying
can,
that.
he can. It's just obviously he's done. We haven't seen him do a role that's like Reed Richards though. That's why it's more likely to be Doom because obviously like for me he's got that very like controlling, smart personality in Oppenheimer, and then he's got obviously the chirpiness of someone who's kind of I wouldn't say he were wealthy, but Scarecrow in the Dark Knight films, obviously he had little parts of in those films, um, but he had that sort of smiling, confident,
Yeah,
evil, and then obviously in Peaky Blinders he's a very conflicted man, but he's always like on the ball with it. He's always like 5 steps ahead. So this guy's perfect for it. It's just can he commit? I mean, he committed to Peaky Blinders, so that's showing a bit of promise there.
yeah, but then again, that was the whole time was show me a good script,
Yeah,
which is, I think if they could show him a really good script for Fantastic Four, which I don't think Doom's going to be in Fantastic Four. Um, but hypothetically, if they could show him a really good script for Fantastic Four, then I feel like he would probably commit to the universe because he's got the baseline then of this character. But the likelihood of him committing to this is just not there at all for me. Like I don't see it happening. I'd love it to happen, but I don't see it happening.
it would. It would. I mean, in an ideal world, we'd have Krasinski confirmed as Reed Richards, but
Yeah.
and we'd have Keanu Reeves as Revan in Star Wars. We'd have Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider in the MCU.
Oh,
I
are you
mean,
getting on board with that? Are you getting on board with that Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider?
absolutely. I love Norman. Obviously, I didn't really. I watched Walking Dead up to like season 4, and
Yeah.
like Norman Reedus easily was my favorite character.
Hell yeah.
And then obviously he was in Death Stranding, and like he's just that really in that game. He's silent. He's like very silent in the film, in the game, but he's got like a bit of like charm to him where it's just like, if you when you're in your little house thing, and you've not like had a wash after like doing a couple of missions, he'll like grab the camera and be like, fucking stink, basically. Like, he won't say anything. He won't say anything, but he'll be like looking around, like sniffing, and be like, I fucking stink. And he'll be like pointing to the shower. So yeah, no, I could see him because he's got a fun side to him.
Yeah, no,
But
definitely.
I'm down for that, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's just throw this out there though. Over or under 50%, we get Cillian Murphy as Doctor Doom.
Under.
By how much?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm interested.
I'm gonna say there's a 20% chance this happening.
I'd say about 50. Yeah.
Want it to be higher, but realistically, it's like looking at a 15, 20.
He does say show me a good script, but we all know money can talk as well. So maybe. But here's something I'm a little bit conflicted on for our next topic. A live-action Invincible film. Universal are working on it right now. It will be rated R. But where does that leave the show? Like, do you want a live-action Invincible film? First of all,
I'm gonna say no. I want a live action show, if anything. But there's already a great show, and it's animated. But so what? Maybe if they did this a little bit later down the line, once they finish with the animated version, or maybe just not right now. And obviously with the story of Invincible, it's a long fucking story, and it cannot. Season 1 can't even fit of the Invincible show they did, animated show. That's not even going to fit in a film. No way.
No.
So it's going to be like watching Invincible live action with blood and gore, better effects, whatever. But you're going to get like 1/3 of the story in compared to season 1. So,
do you
cool.
see them kind of going like their own way with it, and maybe going in like a different direction, because the show has been quite faithful to the comic so far.
Well, if it does it like The Boys did it, then yeah, but people love the comic and love the show, whereas The Boys, like, people really enjoyed the comic of The Boys and they love the show.
Yeah.
So, it's like, what would they change? And with how big and how long the story actually is, how are they gonna do that?
Yeah, because this isn't like taking Spider-Man and making a different version of it, because there's been that many different versions of Spider-Man. This is taking a character that's got his linear story and trying to do something different with it, maybe.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Invincible is the only, like, it's just that, isn't it? There's no alternative version like how there is with Spider-Man. You've got Ultimate Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, all these other...
No. Invincible does get into the multiverse.
Yeah.
And there is variants of Matt Grayson.
See, now that worries me, because it just feels like Universal are jumping on the multiversal train. It's like, we can do that with Invincible. So if they do it good, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
if they
just
do this to be trendy and be multiverse, because that's all people are talking about. Inside movies, outside movies, with games, anything.
It seems like it's just movies and beyond that.
It's multiversal. It's movies and multiversal. But I saw yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, do I think this is a good idea? Not particularly. I'd rather him make something else to be complete. Maybe like I'd be down for a fucking movie about the boys, like a big live action movie about that. If they could find the story for it, where they have something big like that. But the boys should stick to being the show,
Yeah, I don't
and
see
so
him
should
being
the
able to do
Invincible.
like. I don't see him getting away with doing anything like Hero Gasm though, on film.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Like I couldn't see Mother's Milk on a film screen getting a bucket load of spunk thrown over him.
Well, I'll say this: I'd rather they put the money in and the effort into something else, something new, even.
Yeah, because
Um,
we've got Invincible. I see a live action Invincible film working 10 years down the line when the show's finished. It's like, don't hop on the bandwagon just yet. Let the show come out. Let the show have its glory. And guess what? You've got this show that people love. And then you can go. I mean, they're already doing that, aren't they? They've already got this show that people love and it's only had one season. And they're going, let's make a live action movie. Because they were talking about this like weeks into the first season coming out. But now it's going forward. So I'm a little bit upset because I love the show and I want the show just to do its own thing. But we'll always have the show. So, yeah. But sad news, Kyle. Sad news. Especially for us, because we are what we call cinema snobs. And we would only choose to watch something in IMAX. Well, Dune Part 2 comes out on November 3rd. The Marvels comes out on November 10th. Now, the issue with that is Dune Part 2 has IMAX exclusivity for 5 to 6 weeks. So, Dune Part 2 will be in IMAX for 5 to 6 weeks exclusively. So that means the Marvels will not be getting any IMAX showings. Maybe after them, so it'll be 5 or 4 weeks after Dune comes out. They could maybe get an IMAX screening in there, but I doubt it. All these films make most of the money within the first 2 weeks. So, what's your opinion on this?
I can't lie, the CGI Marvel has really gone down, and that's obviously there was that whole thing about the CGI artists being overworked. So if it's not going to look that great CGI wise, then I'm not too bothered. Um, and that's not to put throw shade on the CGI artists. You absolutely should be get paid for more of it. Have a realistic deadline. Don't be overcrowded with all the stuff you have to do. Because CGI artists what make these movies sort of pop. And it sucks that they're having to work under these crunch conditions. It really is. So that's obviously these films CGI wise, they're not looking the best at the moment. So not seeing it in IMAX, I'm fine with it. It kind of is what it is. Obviously Dune gets the spotlight. I think the fact that it's got it for how long did you say?
5 to 6 weeks.
Jesus Christ, that's too long. That's way too long. I think a good 3 weeks at the
Yeah,
most
because
would have been fine.
Oppenheimer had 3-week IMAX exclusivity. But yeah, I'm a bit bummed we're not going to be able to get in our usual seats for the Marvels opening night. But there is, the thing I'd say about this is if you came to me and said you can only see one of these films in IMAX, Dune Part 2 or Captain Marvel, I think I know what 99.9% of people are picking. Blue Beetle.
Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Our minds alike.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be Dune Part 2. I would say this film is an essential IMAX viewing. Essential. Which this gives me a little bit of hope that they're going to be doing the double bills. If they've got 3 weeks, no 6 weeks of IMAX exclusivity. So I really hope I get to see that Dune Part 1 again in IMAX.
I hope so as well, because I mean my eye was fucked. I
Yes.
don't like that. Looking up at all these bright sands, and every time they go from like a shot inside to add to like the vast
Arrakis.
Sand Arrakis. Just the sand, all the dunes and everything, and it's just like when it cut away to like I said, cut away from being inside to outside, I'm like shit. So yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, so if I had to pick one, it would be Dune Part 2. Don't get me wrong, I love Marvel. I'm excited for the Marvels, but there's a clear film here that needs to be seen in IMAX, and it's Dune. And I won't have it any other way.
We'll get an IMAX, maybe an IMAX if they shot any of the scenes in IMAX. Maybe obviously later down the line, and when it comes to Disney Plus, we'll have the IMAX format to watch it in.
Well, yeah, just think. Oh my god, think like the first time we might actually see this film in IMAX is
at home.
At home.
Yeah, thank God for your big TV.
Yes, all 65 inches of it, ladies. You heard that right. 65. Some people say it's too big, but I think it's just enough. My cock on the other hand, that's free. Anyway.
See, I think 3 inches is too big.
Yes. More sad news. Sad news. Let's go. God, I love sad news. Spider-Verse has been removed off its release schedule. Same with Kraven. I think Kraven's just been bumped, but Spider-Verse has been removed off the schedule, so that this doesn't have a release date at the moment beyond the Spider-Verse. Kyle, how sad are you? Yeah, your mic's just like completely dead.
Huh?
Your mic was just completely dead after that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even funnier. So I heard this. Like there was loads of talk around it, and I was like, it's
right after Across the Spider-Verse came out, it was like, oh, the next one's gonna get delayed.
Yeah, and so I was like, nah, it won't. It'll be fine. I had confidence in it. And then when obviously the writers' strike just kept going on, and I was like, And then the SAG, so the Actors Guild, they went on strike. Huh?
SAG,
yeah. They went on strike, so it was just like, fucking hell. It was just one bad thing after another. And that's when I was like starting to worry a little bit. Obviously this film's animated, but this still is a movie, and it still has lots of processes that it goes through. Obviously it's got writing. It's got better writing than a lot of movies, and the voice work, the actors, they have to obviously act and put on these certain voices, say it in a certain way. They have to say it over and over again. There's everything that ties in with a normal film. It's more or less kind of the same with animated films. It's just visually it's different, that's all.
Yeah.
So this being delayed, it fucking sucks.
But what about Kraven getting delayed?
I don't know what that film is.
Kraven?
What the fuck's a Kraven?
You mean Spider Lion? That's the film I'm on about, Spider Lion.
Oh! You mean Catman?
Yeah. Oh, Catman's good. I like that. Catman. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah. I was under the impression that this film was in the can and done. That's why it took so long for them both to come out. I was like, oh, they just want to get them both done and then release them closer together. But boy,
That's what we
was
thought
I
about
fucking
Invincible.
wrong.
That's what we thought about Invincible as well. Is like they're just gonna have the next season ready, but they've split the second season into two parts, and it's like, oh, I thought we might get like season 2 and 3, maybe like, you know, a year after or something, or a couple months after at the very least. So you know, I just I really have to temper our expectations on this because it's like
It seems like, you know, a majority of the stories we've talked about while we've been doing this for nearly 2 months now is a lot of it is delays and pushed back. And we really picked a great time to start this channel, by the way, Kyle. Writers' strike, actors' strike, not much going on. So, yeah, that's how fucking smart we are. But yeah, I'm upset that it's delayed because I remember getting out of seeing Across the Spider-Verse. Like, literally, our first video on the channel is a spoiler discussion for Spider-Verse. And we was like, oh my god, it's not even a year away. The next film was like 10 months, that's it. 10 months and we get to see the sequel.
Can I just butt in and say this? In a way, I'm kind of glad because now we've got more time to, you know, for the hot toys and stuff.
So you can catch up with Hot Toys and stuff. Have you seen Have you seen what they've done to Miguel now?
Yes, I like him. He just looks the red looks very bland.
I've only seen pictures from afar, but he has got a full bodysuit on him now. Thank God.
Yeah, like I said, the only issue now is like the red is like a really dull red, and whereas like in the film, it's a very like
luminous red, like it's bright.
Yeah, it's very bright. It stands out. It pops. Like the blue is, you know, the suit is fine at the end of the day. I mean, it's better than that fucking Marvel Legends
shit they did.
Big Marvel Legends toy they did, because that was just a fucking toy. That was a piece of plastic shit. So
yeah. When do you think Spider-Verse is going to come out then? Like realistically,
I don't know, because I don't even think, if I'm not mistaken, none of the voice lines have been even recorded.
Have they not?
I don't think so. No, I think Haley Steinfeld said that she hasn't, recorded any lines for the next film. So, yeah, a while, I'll say.
Do you think maybe they're gonna try capture that Christmas release date again, like they did with the first film, or maybe they could get it to Christmas next year, or do you still think that's a bit too hopeful?
Like, people aren't going to be happy if they have to wait all that time for a conclusion.
I mean, we waited 4 years for.
Yeah, I know, but we waited 4 years hoping, because we had it all set on our minds. We're going to get the second one and the third one, very, very quickly, and we're not now. So, like I said, they need to take their time with this. I don't want them to rush it. Obviously, it's not. I don't think it's to do with that, production-wise. I think it is just all to do with these strikes and everything. But that being said, I do hope that we get it sooner than later, because it'll be a great buzz for all this Spider-Man content to come out. Obviously, we've got the game coming out soon. Obviously now we was gonna get the film, but now it's been pushed back. So it's just that synergy. It does really help these movies, and it really helped, I think, Across the Spider-Verse, just getting more viewership and more people going in to watch it, because it's like, Miles Morales is cool as fuck and the animation looks dope, and it's not a kid's film. Well, it's it's a Spider-Man movie. It's a great Spider-Man movie. So that's all I'll say with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I boring you?
You are, mate. You are. You
Fuck off.
One fucking boring cunt. But tell you what ain't boring. Talking about weekend box office numbers. Boy, they're always fun. Boom! Barbie and Oppenheimer, again, absolutely killing it at the box office. They came out against Disney's Haunted Mansion this weekend in the US, which only opened to around 20 odd million. Whereas Oppenheimer has managed to capture another 46 million this weekend. And Barbie, 93 million for its second weekend. It had about a 43% drop. Barbie. That's fucking amazing. That's amazing. Every film strives to have that much, like that, well, not that much of a drop for the second weekend, and Barbie just crushed it, knocked it out of the park. Obviously, we both really enjoy the film a lot. Oppenheimer as well. That's a masterpiece. I'll tell you this right now. This film is nearly at 800 million worldwide. Do you think the Barbie film will hit $1 billion?
Yeah.
Barbie, $1 billion Barbie. Is that what we're saying?
I think so, yeah. Easily, yeah. I think it will.
I think it's going to do it. I do think it's going to do it.
If it doesn't, I'll be very shocked.
Yeah, because it's nearly at 800 million now. This is its second weekend. It's nearly at 800 million. This film's going to keep going. If it don't, I'm going to be shocked. I would not be surprised if we didn't hear by the end of next week that it's closing in on it. But another great weekend for Barbie and Oppenheimer, just knocking the competition out of the park as well. It's like, boom, see you later, Haunted Mansion. Done with you. Did you expect Barbie to make like the money that it's making?
I think what? Sorry, it broke up.
Did you expect Barbie to make the money that it's making?
With all the marketing and social media stuff, just everyone talking about, Barbie and Oppenheimer coming out on the same day and people are going to see it on the same day, I think it's going to do really, really well. I never doubted that. And, because of how strong it is still, it's easily going to make $1 billion now. So, yeah, I thought Barbie's going to do really well. It's fucking Barbie. The trailer even says, like, if you love Barbie, this film's for you. If you hate Barbie, this film is also for you.
Yeah.
So, everyone's gone to see this movie. We went, when we went, there was a group of lads that went in, and they all went in. Obviously, you had loads of people going dressed in pink and everything. It was just, and the cinema was fully booked out.
Yeah.
So even on the second day I went, it was all fully booked out as well, the whole day. So
you was in the same. I forgot to tell you this. You were in the same cinema as Neil's daughter. She's seen you in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
She was like, "Can't I go see Barbie again?"
Fucking love Barbie.
But Kyle, so great news for Barbie and Oppenheimer making loads of money. But now, us two are going to fix the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Us two right now are going to fix it. But first, I want to have a little bit of a rundown of what's come out after Spider-Man Far From Home. Phase 4. So just give me a yes or no if you like it. The project, that I mentioned. I'll go in order as well as I can. WandaVision.
Yes.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Loki.
Yes.
Black Widow.
No.
Shang-Chi.
Yes.
Eternals.
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Moon Knight.
Oh, fucking shit. No, I'm joking, yeah.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
I'm going to say no.
Fall, Love and Thunder.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great time at the cinema.
I think I'll still like it. I think I'll still like this a lot more than most people do.
Yeah, I'll say this. It didn't. I understand people's complaints, but for me, I just enjoyed the film. It was a laugh. It was great fun. The more and more I watched it, the more and more I start to criticize it more and more.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how it is. But yeah, I'd say yeah.
Right. Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
I'm 50-50 on that one.
Ooh. So let's run it the Rotten Tomatoes where then 50% would be rotten, so a no.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know, when you round up numbers 5 to 10, you round it up to 10. So if it's a 5, which is halfway, you round it up to 10.
So you think She-Hulk's 10 out of 10?
No, I'm not. Fuck it, I'll say yeah. Daredevil was in it. Abomination was great. I'll say yeah.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I'm gonna say yeah. It wasn't the strongest movie, but it had some really good moments in it.
It's a hard film to criticise, we'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It's a hard film to criticise. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
No.
Secret Invasion. The way I see it is, if you've got to think about it that much, it should be a no. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna say no. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna.
And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So, out of all them projects, there was a lot more yeses than nos from you. Now, bearing in mind, we both acknowledge that we like things more than some people did, like Thor: Love and Thunder, like Falcon and Winter Soldier. You know, I think She-Hulk's got 2 great episodes. The first one and episode 8. But, you know, all I've seen on the internet for the past couple of days now after that final episode of Secret Invasion, which, yes, I think we both said it in the review, is abysmal, is not a good episode, and they made some real dumb choices. All I've seen is the MCU is done. The MCU is over. Now, I want to cast our mind back to the beginning of May. No, I want to take us all the way back to February, actually. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania just came out. Became the lowest rated MCU project on Rotten Tomatoes. That's it. The MCU's cooked. The MCU's done. It's over. The MCU will never have any success again. A couple months later, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 comes out. Probably the best Guardians film, in my opinion. And all it was then for weeks was, oh my god, the MCU saved. Oh my god, the MCU saved. And do you know what? I want to take you back to 2021 as well. When Eternals came out, oh my god, the MCU's over. The MCU's over. And then literally the month after Spider-Man came out, oh, the MCU saved. The MCU saved. So what I'm trying to point out is here that fans are being just a bit very reactionary on this. I get it. You're fans. We are fans. Be critical, because that is how we are going to end up getting a better project. But I think what these people need to understand is the person who's doing Secret Invasion is not connected to, Loki season 2. The person who did Eternals had nothing to do with Spider-Man or Shang-Chi. So I get it. There's a lot going on right now. But what's one thing you changed right now about the MCU, like production wise?
Slow down the rate of obviously the shows, which is what they're going to do. So that's good.
Yeah, I think people still need to remember as well. We are still in the Bob Chapek era of projects that are coming out. Bob Iger's only been back for a year. So all this stuff that's coming out now is still Chapek related. They have already started to make the right steps of let's push that off, and then we can start, working stuff in a little bit better.
That's all I say. Just slow it down a bit. Don't over saturate your market.
Yeah.
That's it really. It's over 50%. I still enjoy Marvel, absolutely, even this phase. I like it more than most. It is. I understand the criticism for
Yeah,
it.
I think we both do. It's we get it, especially from that last episode of Secret Invasion. But to say the entire MCU is done and over a show, which all these people were saying no one's watching.
But Callum, that's just going to keep happening.
Oh yeah, I know. It's
just, I see it online as well. I know exactly what you're talking about because I've seen it for months. I've seen it before Secret Invasion. This whole thing about all the MCU's done, or it's dying.
yeah, people calling Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a failure because it only made $900 million, Kyle. Losers.
Yeah, I know. So I just ignore all that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not worth listening to. They're just chatting shit, really. It's negativity sells. And when they say the MCU's saved, it's like, oh, right. Just say it's a good fucking movie. You don't have to say the MCU's saved. It's still here. It's not dying.
That's it. And I love this franchise now where I'm at the point where I will see everything. But we're not in that era anymore of we know everything that comes out is going to be great. But it's a franchise that I love, that I've grown up with, and I'm just going to take it a film, show at a time. But here's what I would do. Anything they've already got for the Disney Plus slate that's being worked on, shot, get it out. And then I would... This is going to sound so hypocritical coming from me. I wouldn't develop anything else new for Disney Plus. I would stick with Loki, and it seems like they're serious about Daredevil and they're serious about getting that right because they've given it such a large first season with 18 episodes. So they're clearly serious about doing Daredevil on Disney Plus as well. And it might be TVMA as well. I'd just stop everything else. Keep them 2 shows maybe, and take it back to 2 films a year. Take it back to 2 films a year, because that way I think Kevin Feige can really get his hands on it all again, which I think is happening now as we speak. This is the stuff that's going on in the offices. That's why the stuff has been pushed, like we said. And he's going to have more time to be more involved with it. Because we say our saying on this channel is in Kevin Feige we trust. And once he's there and able to get back to it, not spread himself so thin, then maybe he's... I want to see Feige go out on a high note. Because if I'm going to be honest with you, I think Feige's done after the multiverse saga. I really think he's gonna go try challenge himself for something else. So I really want to see him go out on a high note. But that's just what I'd do. But I am still, I've still liked a majority of the projects. And when it comes to things like Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So this is what it is as well. From 2021 to 2023, we've had all these projects. But if you'd have told me from 2021 to 2023 that I'd have like all these TV shows like WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight that I really love, Loki that I really love, and a Guardians film that's amazing, a Shang-Chi film that's amazing, a Spider-Man film that's amazing, all within 2 years, I'd have thought, oh my god, that sounds like the best couple of years of Marvel ever. But it's all the other stuff we've had worked in between that just haven't worked for some people. So, yeah. Anything you want to add before we finish up?
No, I think you've stated it perfectly.
Yes, because I am perfect. Do you not agree?
Perfectly fat.
You're perfectly plump, Kyle. And anyway, I got 17-inch biceps, so we won't talk about them. And yes, I got them measured.
You mentioned that last time.
I know. I love
I've heard it before. Nobody cared. No one commented.
Well, someone commented on your big eyes. Okay, Kyle. Just look into the camera and just say Luke's a dwarf.
No.
All right. He is. And it would creep him out. But, anyway, this has been Movies and Beyond. Stop it. I'm Callum. That's Kyle. We're both very tired. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning, and it is now 10:15. So, I don't even want to outro this video. Just like and subscribe, you piece of